This video is going to go over how to create your puzzle pieces in Inventor. So this is the start of Inventor. When you open up Inventor from the CAD Lab programs, it will look something similar to this. You'll be looking for the yellow or orange eye in your CAD Lab folders, and that's which program. So it's Autodesk Inventor. Once you get in here, it will kind of look like this. And we need to say that we want to start something new. So you can either go up to this eye and go to new, or you can go to the little piece of paper up here. Either one will work. And this will pull up, this dialog, it will say new file. Now default usually pulls up, but because I've been into it before, it will have English. Because we are in the United States, we're going to use English because we're going to use inches. So for this particular assignment. So we're going to click on the English tab, and then we're going to create a part. Now we'll go over some of the other ones later, but you want to select this standard and then in parentheses inches.ipt. When you open a part, this will show up. You've got a grid. It should say part 1, part 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever part you've drawn on. And you will currently be in a sketch, which is why this is green up here and it says sketch. So we're going to start by drawing one of our puzzle pieces. So I'm going to go create a line. It's going to be similar to AutoCAD, but we need to, there's a few differences. So I can actually extend the line out, and I can type in, like in AutoCAD, I can type in my distance, or I can just click a line, click a few lines actually, and I can come in dimension, and I can double click that dimension, and I can edit the dimension afterwards. So it's more of a matter of preference how you would like to do this. And actually now we're kind of dimensioned, everything is dimensioned, and we're okay on this one. So we've got our beginning of our shape, so we've got our sketch. Now we've got to make it 3D, so we're going to finish our sketch and we're going to extrude. So when you hit finish your sketch, your model tab will automatically show up. So we're going to hit extrude. Whenever we use a piece or a tool of some sort, then we usually have another box that comes up. So if you close it out, you're canceling what you were doing. So you'll want to leave it open. So the distance, we've got these orange planes. Now we can choose if we want to go back, forward, split on our plane. It doesn't really matter for this project, but as you get going into more complex things, it may make a difference. Now right now we're going to use this solid instead of the surfaces because we want it to actually be a full shape. So we'll click OK. Now we're good on that, but we need to, my shape is a little bit more complex and I need to have a piece coming out the back. So I'm going to do create 2D sketch because we always have to start with a sketch, otherwise there's nothing to extrude. So you can click on any of these faces to start drawing. So I'm going to click on this one because that's where my part is coming out of, and this time I'm going to use the rectangle tool. Now it will leave me still in this isometric view. If that bothers you, you can rotate this little square up here. It doesn't really bother me, so I'll do it this way. Now this rectangle, because I had measured these in the other sketch, I'm not too worried about their sizes, but I could come in and double check my dimensions, and it says that it's over constraining, so that just means it's already exactly what it needs to be, and I've got constrained in that other sketch. So I've got this sketch done. Now you need to have it be a square rectangle shape. You don't have to use a rectangle tool, you can use the line tool, but you need it to be complete because otherwise it won't know what to extrude. So then we're going to go extrude again, and I can click that, and there's my shape. Now I decide that, oh, I'm supposed to actually have this piece longer. If I go to extrusion 2, it will do a dotted line over what was actually extruded, and I can go edit feature. So I can actually make this bigger, so 1.5, because that's what it should be. and then click OK. So this is my basic shape, but I do need to change the color. I can go on to extrusion 1, and I can go to properties, and then at the bottom it says feature color style, and I'm going to change mine to blue. And click OK. Now there's some gray on the end, so that means I need to also do it to extrusion 2. And I went to the wrong thing, but properties. So blue, we'll make that blue. So now we can see if we rotate this that we've got it all the way around. Now one thing you will notice is that our zoom is opposite of AutoCAD. You'll just have to get used to or adjust yourself to it. There is no way of changing it. When you do 3D, all the 3D programs have worked, their zoom works the same way, so it's kind of one of those things that you've just kind of got to get used to. So then you'll save this part, and you'll need to do your 4 other puzzle pieces in separate parts, because eventually we're going to want to put those together and combine them in one.